It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Bears' sure-handed tight end. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bears and the Vikings.
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here's Lewis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, Kidd. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 112 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, these 2 teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw right sideline is complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought they were 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep with the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Two drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
22 more yards there and another first down.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. 13-0 is the score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Every week. Create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
The extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
This 2nd and 4.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bears have regained the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they've started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown Bears! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in weeks.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they tapped 30.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half. And inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And
he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 38 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Now Lewis selects to return it.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The Bears now ready to take over again.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want
Really?
to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bears are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 2. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Lewis. And here's Lewis.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Okay. Here we go. Start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perez. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
15-yard gain on the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ballgame is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they?